what's the word I'm looking for?
Let's get into this Q&A, shall we?
Good morning, friends. Happy freaking Saturday. Today we have some things to knock off the to-do list. I need to go to the shop to replace my lower control arm ball joints. I ordered those from Rock Auto like maybe a month or two ago. I really freaking hope it doesn't take all day. It very well shouldn't, but honestly, you never know. You just never know what could go wrong. So fingers crossed that things go smoothly. And then I need to wash this truck because it is freaking filthy. There's like bird shit all over it, dirt, disgusting. So we're gonna do ball joints, wash the truck, and then I need to film my little Q&A segment. So let's get to it. I hope you have a good day, a good night wherever you are, and let's just stop procrastinating. Oh man. All right, I'll see you at the shop. All right. What's like on the, shit that's left to do?
Not much, really. Bobby did the oil. I mean, there's shit. Oh, dude, look what I did.
Buy me a new one.
No, I'm not buying you shit, EJ.
Shut up, I did.
You didn't even fucking say thank you, EJ. You're just like fucking greedy, dude. I'm gonna set you up, okay? Hold on, just wait. Now if it falls, dude, it's gonna fall a long way. It'll break for sure.
It's still going?
Probably. I don't know if it's going or not.
Come on now.
Yeah, it's still counting, so it must still be going.
Alright. Next is the tie rod. 18mm. 21mm. Hey, look at me do things. What am I missing?
You're missing the pickle pork, dude. Pickle pork it.
No, that's gonna fuck up the food. Remember?
There you go.
Hey, Claire? Claire! Can you grab me some zip ties, please? Like some of the stronger ones would be great.
What do you want?
Some strong zip ties, please, and zip daddies. These are breaking.
There's not a lot to choose from.
Thanks, bro. I see dead people.
Since we almost died when the jack slipped off the fucking
You didn't die. There's a Jackson under there, bro.
one Harbor Freight jack stand.
You ever lived down on the edge, Claire? Yeah, I just want to beat it first, see what happens.
You're hoping for the easy. Never works.
Pickle boy. What the fuck are you laughing at?
So, may I make a suggestion?
What?
Switch it the other way so you could swing on it like a normal fucking human with your right hand. There you go.
bottoms out. I guess it would be a different angle. Oh, ow, 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 ow.
Fuck, I just washed my hands.
Ow! Maybe, can you jack it up a little bit?
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Fingers. More or less?
A little bit more. Alright. Thank you. Woo! 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 Nope. But I'm gonna do it.
dude.
Thanks, dude.
That's pretty awesome. Not too many fucking chicks could do that, dude.
What, take 4 hours to change your ball joint?
You know what? You should see what the book says. I bet the book says it takes 4 hours.
Well, the second side went a hell of a lot faster.
Right? Let's hope your tires don't fall off on the way home. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Like your kids, huh? Yeah. Actually, I'm not positive about that. I haven't tried to shift it yet.
Oh, did you adjust the linkage? All right, the ball joints have been changed. Here are the old ones that were completely blown out and just fucked in general. So these came out not without a struggle, that's for sure. It was really not fun to do that, but we're done, and as always, the second side took like less than half the time as the first side because I was like trying to figure everything out. But lucky for me, I am done with that now. I took off my little side steps. I took those off. Now that the messy part of the day is finally over, I put on my fun clean clothes and we're gonna wash the truck now. I want to do a little interior detail as well because it is just freaking filthy. So I'll probably do a little time lapse through that, and then we're gonna sit down and we're gonna chit chat. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to wishy-washing. Oh, also, reference for how dirty this thing is. I hope this camera is doing it justice, but like, there's just a layer of filth on this whole thing. So let's fix that. So, some watermelon and Dr. Pepper for my first meal of the day. I don't think you can go wrong. I kind of just like forgot to eat today, and now it's $8:20. We did it, you guys. We did everything that I had to do besides answer the questions, but we'll get there, okay, one thing at a time. These are all things that I have been putting off for a little while now, so yay. Also, this is the new shop, by the way. I didn't really mention it at all, but maybe I'll be able to give you guys like a shop tour someday, and like you can see what we got going on here. But today is not that day because I have other things to do. But if you'd be interested in something like that, leave a comment down below and let me know. Otherwise, we're going to get on to the next portion of this video. I fear it is getting
dark out fast. However, I really want to knock this out, so we're just gonna do it. Okay. Let's get into this Q&A, shall we? So I went over to Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me questions to answer for hitting 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now we are almost to 20,000 subscribers, but I figured I would do like a Q&A so that we could like get to know each other a little more. I've never done one of these on the channel, so I thought it would be fun to do. All right, I have the questions on my phone here. The first question we have here is, where ya been? If you are not super caught up on my uploads or any of my social medias, I recently moved from Michigan to California for a job. So I'm almost to the 3-month mark of being here, and I am so happy. Like, I have not been this happy. Don't remember one time where I was like just feeling good. So that feels really, really good just to feel good, which is like, should be the bare minimum, but for the past 10 years it has not been. So I am super, super happy here so far. But with all that moving and all this new stuff, a new state, new job, new house, there's just been a lot of shit to figure out. So I've been a little busy dealing with all of that and like being an adult or whatever, which that part of it really isn't fun, but everything else makes it so worth it. So yeah, in short, I have been setting up my new life here in California. Next question, was Cali a dream move or just an opportunity move? California itself wasn't necessarily like my dream destination, but the job definitely was my dream job, so I didn't care where it was. Like, if I had the opportunity to do what I'm doing now, I was moving. So that's how I ended up here on the West Coast. I literally never would have thought I would live here. I kind of just went on a whim and was hoping for the best, that everything would work out, and so far it has been great. So I'm definitely glad I took the leap to come out here, even though, don't get me wrong, I was absolutely terrified to come out here, like shitting my pants 24/7, but I'm really glad that I did that. Of course, my camera died. Next question, how are you liking Sonoma County so far? So far, so good. I've been doing a lot of exploring and just trying to get to know my surroundings and whatnot. Scenery is beautiful, the sun is shining pretty much every single day, and that just instantly makes me a better, happier person. So yeah, the weather's great, the people are great. I've been getting my house together, which I moved into a new house a couple weeks ago now, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I've been kind of gathering stuff for that, moving in there, getting my garage all set up, and then soon I'll be picking up a project car to fill the garage. I'm like working on getting a little fab setup dialed in the garage too, so I can have that at home. There's just like a lot of things that are still missing, but one thing at a time. We will get there eventually. So as far as friends go, I haven't really made a ton yet. My closest friends are definitely my coworkers, which are like 38-plus-year-old men that are my best friends here. So yeah, but I have been spending a lot of time by myself, which isn't really a bad thing, but yeah, I definitely miss my close friends back home. Do you miss Michigan? Yes, I miss my family, my friends, my dog. I'm really, really craving a UP trip, which is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, if you don't know what that is. It's basically like our like getaway. Like, we have a place up there, and I would just shoot up there and hang out for the weekend. There's like lakes and quad riding and off-road trails and all this stuff. Super fun. But I know that all of my friends and family and the UP is going to be there for me when I come back to Michigan to visit, so I'm just looking forward to seeing all of them again. How do you like living in Cali versus your hometown? It is extremely different. The weather is probably the most obvious thing. Like I said, it's sunny here all the time. I haven't been here in the winter yet, so I'm not really sure how cold it gets, but it's been hot, like 102, 103, and I don't have AC in my house yet, so those days tend to be a little miserable, but certainly not enough to make me want to pack up, turn around, and move back. It's just something you got to get used to. Obviously, the biggest thing that people like to point out is like the cost of living here, which yes, it's higher. Pros and cons, like, I don't know. When is Mr. Pickles joining you? He will be joining me so soon, and I'm so excited. Left my dog, Mr. Pickles, back at home with my parents, who are so loving and caring, and I'm so grateful for them for taking care of my baby for me while I kind of figure out life out here. I had to find a house that he could stay with me in, because when I first came out here I was like renting a room in someone's place and I couldn't have a dog, so I just had to get out here, kind of find my home, I guess, like set up camp, and then he'll be able to join me. So right now I'm actually trying to figure out how and when that's gonna happen, but he'll be coming very soon. When are you gonna be back in Michigan? I don't know. How old are you and how did you get into this industry? I am 25 and I got to where I am today by the process of trial and error. So I always knew that I wanted to be in automotive, I just didn't know exactly where I fit in. So after high school, I went to college and I studied mechanical engineering, and then wanted to switch it up, so I studied car design. I like always got good grades, you know, I just knew that school was not really my thing. I hated sitting at a desk for 10 plus hours a day. I hated not being able to move around. It just wasn't great for me. But then I started working at some shops and I discovered that I loved working with my hands. I started off in a vinyl shop and then I got trained how to wrap there. Then I was at another vinyl shop and I like kind of tinkered around in like building. That shop kind of specialized in Jeep stuff. So from that shop I did some like off-roading and like off-road builds and worked on a lot of Jeeps there. Then I wanted to get into more performance motorsports based stuff, so I was working at the shop. It was a fab shop that had a YouTube channel, so I was like on the YouTube channel, but I was there to learn about fabrication and whatnot. So that leads me to where I am now. I am a welder, fabricator, race car builder at the shop I'm at now, and I have, like I said before, been the happiest I have ever been. It has not been an easy road to get here thus far, but I honestly like wouldn't ask to have it any different way, because every time like I thought I fell off the path or I got like derailed, I'm like, what's going on? Am I not doing the right thing? I was. It just like led me to the next step, which was even better, and then the next step, which is even better, and it just kind of like built up to where I am today. So it's been like 5 years of working at different shops, and where I am now is the best spot, best opportunity that I've had thus far. So I am thankful that everything happened the way it did, even though in the moment it felt terrible, did not feel good, but basically a lot of trial and error. What's your favorite part about welding? I love melting metal and building things for real. Same. I love burning the shit out of myself after every single piece that I weld. I will touch it, fully knowing that it's hot as fuck. So I'd be doing that a lot, but on a real note, welding can be like super freaking satisfying. It can also be super freaking frustrating. Like, you can physically see the amount of effort and work that you put into it as your like welds get better and better. So yeah, I just find it very satisfying. It's also like a craft, and I've always been an artistic person, very creative, so a craft like that is like very pleasing to me. I also love how it's like super challenging and engaging. When I'm welding, I don't think about anything else. nothing else in the world matters besides what I'm doing and how I can be better and how the next weld can be even better and why did that happen and what settings am I using. How long have you been working on cars / fab? How'd you get started? So like I said, about 5 years now. I actually started my journey by picking up a WRX. So I brought home a 2002 Subaru WRX, a bug-eye, and that is where my hands-on passion for cars really grew, because that was like my first opportunity to start messing around with stuff, figuring out how it works, figuring out how to repair stuff, and then eventually got into like modifications and cosmetics and performance, and kind of a bit of a wormhole. I just like kept going further and further into it, and it's honestly led me to where I am today. Yeah, I liked working hands-on so much that I ended up dropping out of school and pursuing a full-time career in working on cars. Best way to start learning maintenance without money: pick up a shitbox project car. It does not have to be cool, it does not have to be fancy, anything, and just kind of like work through it. Like, what's wrong with it? Okay, then fix that, and then you know how to do that. Like today I did my ball joints. I've never pressed ball joints before, but I just figured it out. Personally, I think it's like the best way to just dive in and get hands-on experience is just a project car. Hardest thing to weld. I'm gonna say anything with poor fit up. It is a nightmare. You're gonna be fighting yourself the entire time. So yeah, anything that has shitty fit up. But also, I know this is kind of controversial, but aluminum is tricky. Like, if people say it's not tricky, they're just lying. It's not the hardest thing in the world. Once you kind of figure it out, you're fine. But at the beginning, like, I remember I was just like burning holes all the time, and it's because I wasn't using enough heat, which is super counterintuitive. I was like, this does not make sense. But once you kind of like get through that hurdle and get in the swing of things, it's not that bad, and also very satisfying. It's getting dark. We are switching positions here. Dream car, truck, or other build. My favorite cars tend to be either JDM or American, and I will say the older I get, the more I appreciate older cars, versus when I was like growing up, I thought like R8s and like Ferraris and supercars were like the coolest thing ever. And now that I am maturing a little bit, I really have found to appreciate the older stuff. So it's like I really like R34s, S13s, and then as far as American, like in like a C10 would be sick to build. Maybe a Nova or a first gen Camaro, or like a lifted Chevy OBS would be like sick to build. Yeah, something like that. Do you plan to do any drag racing in the future? You betcha. Would you ever consider drifting in your life? Absolutely. When will you be opening your own shop? I have a long way to go and a lot of learning and growing to do before I can even think of getting to that spot, but I don't know. Okay, now this one is very important here. Favorite taco. In case you're not aware, I am obsessed with tacos. And here in California, there are tacos everywhere. There are taco trucks on every freaking corner. So lately, I've been like going to a different one, and I always get the same thing. I get one steak taco and one chicken taco. And then I'm trying to find the best taco in Santa Rosa. Far, there are like a couple top contenders. I haven't really nailed it down to the best one yet, but stay tuned for that. How many tattoos you got? Fave tattoo. I have a couple, and I think my favorite one right now would probably be my most recent one that I got here. It's a rose, and it's my first colored tattoo, and it's also a cover-up. So I'm gonna be doing like similar to this arm. I did like a bunch of like line work and little kind of doodle things, and then I went over it with like a traditional style with my artist back in Michigan. So I plan to do the same thing on this other arm, but I'm going to be adding red ink to the roster for this arm, and then I'm going to be doing like American traditional style with my artist here. and I'm very excited to get working on that because this arm needs some work. What are all the Dr. Pepper 23 flavors? I don't know. If you haven't had cherry Dr. Pepper, what are you doing? It's the best one out there. Oh my god. What is your workout routine? So over the past year and a half or so, I've gotten back into lifting and going to the gym very regularly. My split has been like push-pull legs, and then I'll kind of just do push and pull. I hate doing legs. Plus my lower body is like already dominant, but I'm working on my upper body now because I want to be freaking ripped and like have really sick biceps. So yeah, my favorite day is probably pull day because I love back stuff. Like I love just like a nice back, but I also love shoulders. So basically upper body is my favorite to work out. This question. Lastly, who do you miss most from Brazil? My non-bias answer would be my girl Susie. I haven't seen Susie in like, oh my god, so long. I moved back from Brazil in 10th grade in high school, and she was like one of my besties. So if you're watching, I love you and I miss you and I hope all is well. Those were the questions that I chose to answer from this round of questions. Perhaps in the future we can do another one if you guys are into it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little segment and this video today. I'm going to end it off and head home and shower because I'm covered in dirt. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing and supporting and following on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. It's been a wild ride so far, but I feel like this is quite literally just the beginning. I feel like we're really taking strides and just growing a lot. I mean, I know I am as a person. I've like grown a ton over the past 5 years, and I'm just really grateful and thankful that everything has happened the way that it has, no matter how shitty it was, because it always leads to something better. So I am just really looking forward to the future for the first time kind of ever. I'm like genuinely excited to wake up tomorrow and like do things. Like I just have this zest of life that I've been missing for so long. Thank you guys for following along the journey. I really appreciate it. If there's anything else you want to know, maybe leave a comment down below, or anything you want to see from my new California life here, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!